Hi everyone, welcome back again to the third semester B.Ed course. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೋಡಿಗೆ ತಂದು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಕಾರಣ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹಾಗೂ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲೀಗ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟುಡೇ ಆನ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ that is guidance and counseling for you people. So today in this video I am going to introduce the subject guidance and counseling. You are having the 4 general papers. Under that 2 general papers are common to everyone and one of the paper is optional to you. So based on the medium of instruction we are having 2 optional subjects, guidance and counseling, and another one is value education. For Kannada medium students we are having value education, and for English medium students we are having guidance and counseling. That is optional course for you. In this video I am going to introduce about the subject guidance and counseling, what are the units it comprises, and what objectives you have to achieve while studying this particular subject guidance and counseling. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಸರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ನ B.Ed ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡೀಲಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ this is a competitive world, as you know. So in every walk of our life everyone needs guidance and counseling. So that's why the teacher must aware of the procedures, techniques and concept of the particular subject guidance and counseling. So let's deal with how many units and other things the subject it is consists of. In this particular subject we are having 4 units. So the first unit one is the fundamentals of guidance and counseling. That is nothing but it is completely deals with the particular concept of what is guidance and what is counseling, the fundamentals. The first 1.1, that is nature and need of guidance and counseling with special reference to the modern Indian society. Here it is 1.1, they are combined both guidance and counseling, but I am splitting when I am discussing the concepts guidance and counseling separately. So they are given directly nature and need of guidance and counseling. First we will discuss about nature and need of guidance, later I am coming to the part of the counseling. So because both are not exactly the same things, that's why the counseling is a part of guidance. First I am dealing with the guidance, later I will come to the counseling part. The second one, it is scope of guidance. So the scope of guidance is very huge in nature, but from this B.Ed course we are having educational point of view, vocational point of view and personal point of view. So these are the areas we are going to discuss in detail. And 1.3, the concept is that aims and principles of guidance and counseling. Separately I am again dealing with aims and principles of guidance as well as counseling and group dynamics and group guidance. The principles one must have to understand so that they can involve or incorporate when they are adopting or giving the procedure of guidance as well as counseling. And 1.4, it is methods of counseling. So method means how the way of you are going to counsel. So with related to that you are having directive, non-directive and electric counseling. So these are the 3 major important counseling methods. So this is about unit 1. So I will take in upcoming videos one by one in detail about these concepts. So the unit 2, the second unit is personal associated with guidance and counseling. So 2.1, the concept is, that means when we are providing counseling as well as guidance at the school level or college level, So not only the one particular teacher has to provide all those things, so many other responsible and trained persons has to join their hands when we are providing guidance as well as counseling. So the very important persons, trained person and experts, they are like this: school counselor, psychologist, social worker, rehabilitation worker, career master. So many of them. You can take a doctor also from primary health center nearby that particular institution, educational institution. You can join, you can take the help of those people also. From the syllabus point of view, these are the very important person you can take the help and involve in guidance committee at the school level. So the second concept is that 2.2 guidance teacher. So this person we are discussing in detail. Why we have? Because teacher he is having a major role in the school as well as the college to provide proper guidance and mold the personality of a student. That is most important. So when we are teaching, the teaching only cannot mold all the aspects or all the personality of the students. The guidance is very important aspect in their educational life. So the teacher can mold so all those things, their values, behaviors, personality, attitudes. That's what we can say, nothing but attributes of psychology or attributes of the individual. So those psychological attributes we can mold or change in a positive way while providing a proper guidance for an individual. From that point, so we have to discuss teacher as a guidance worker. So who is going to become a guidance worker? Every teacher. So every teacher, but you people are going to become a specialized and trained counselor as well as a guidance worker, because you are opted one of the optional subject as a guidance and counseling. So that's why you can act like a very specialized and trained guidance worker. So though their role is that how they are going to organize the guidance and counseling services. Different types of services are there. How you are going to organize and helping the secondary school students take the benefit of all those services, we are going to discuss in this particular 2.2 under that particular concept. This is about, so how many persons, trained persons, they can join their hands while providing the guidance and counseling at the secondary school level. So one by their role, so how we can take the help, all those things we can discuss in detail. And unit 3 is that tools and techniques in guidance and counseling. So of course one must has to develop theoretical concepts as well as skills also. By going through the concepts or theory of the particular subject not only helps a guidance worker or a teacher to deliver effectively at a particular situation in a practical way. For that purpose, they require some tools and techniques. So the guidance worker or a counselor must develop those skills and theoretical concepts as well as if they are acquainting with all those things, definitely they can become or they can provide suitable and appropriate guidance as well as counseling for every individual in the schools. These are the tools and techniques helps the counselor or a guidance worker to gather so the relevant data before going to provide guidance. These tools and techniques helps an individual, nothing but helps for the counselor to gather information about facts about the particular or with related to the particular person, so that based on those collected data, so that they can provide relevant and suitable guidance and counseling to overcome if they are having a problems. So under this unit 3.1, so we can classify in so many ways tools and techniques depending upon that their usage, depending upon that the mode of collecting the data, depending upon so many other aspects. But we are having here, so the major classification, one is testing techniques, another one is non-testing techniques. Testing means like that we are going to test it, how much amount they are having. So this is what we are calling testing techniques. For example, we are conducting achievement test, unit test, what you are conducting for with related to your particular subject, how much they understood. So we are quantifying there. With related to the science subject, Kannada, social studies, in mathematics, etc. How much amount they are understood, and they are that much amount of the understanding we are quantifying in terms of the marks. So that's why they are called as testing techniques. Here also we are going to use some testing techniques. They are intelligence test, as you heard and also familiar with in the psychology subject, how so the intelligence concept it is going to be useful for a teacher as well as a counselor also here. So that technique also you can adapt here. Intelligence test you can use, and after collecting the data, how you can provide. So in detail we will discuss in the later upcoming videos. The next one, it is aptitude. Aptitude is nothing but the inborn ability, so that we can identify and we can provide a guidance at the earlier stage, so that they can opt that particular profession and they can become excel in that particular field. And of course achievement test, these are the tests. So every teacher, they are going to use achievement test with related to the particular subject. Based on the data, you can provide relevant guidance and counseling. So this is also going to be one of the very important testing technique most of the teachers they are using with related to provide educational guidance. Another one is personality test. These are all also very important at the early stage, when we are using and we are helping them to mold in a proper way to change their behaviors in a right path. So personality test also helps. So we are in detail we are going to discuss about how many types are there, their characteristics, how to collect the data, and how they are going to useful. Based on that, how we can interpretation of the data, based on that how we can provide a guidance and counseling. And 3.2, under that we are going to discuss non-testing techniques. That means non-testing, we are not going to test it how much amount it is there, just we are collecting the data related to the particular person or an individual or a student. So under this that is one technique, that is case study. In detail information or facts we are going to collect, that is case study. Case is nothing but a student if you are. So the student in detailed description with related to the particular or with related to the all other aspects is family background, his own personality, and previous academic years performance. Now he is being in circumstances with related to the different aspects, all with related to emotional behavior. Everything we are going to discuss in detail to provide so the particular information about a student. Next, cumulative records. Cumulative means we are adding up from the first standard to the 10th standard, or we can take 8th, 9th, 10th, like that cumulative records. We are going to add up everything what he is doing in the schools with related to academic side. That means scholastic as well as non-scholastic aspects also we are observing and we are documenting. Those are also going to become one of the very good information to provide about an individual. Cumulative records. Next, adjustment inventories. So this is also one of the key factor nowadays, because the student has to adjust, because every human being is going to adjust with the circumstances, with other fellow mates, friends, subjects, teachers, etc. If everybody is going to adjust well with everything, then there is no need of guidance and counseling, because it is very important aspect in everybody's life. So when they are adjusting very well with late to the, because we can't change certain circumstances when we are joined to that particular school or a college or any other institution, that is most important. We have to adjust with that one. If it causes the mental disturbances, so mental illness, so this is also very important things. That's why we are going to use adjustment inventories to find out whether the child or a student is having with the inability to adjust with the friends or subjects or teachers or anything. So that we are going to test out, and how much he is going to be lagging behind. So based on that we have to provide a guidance. And interest inventories, this is also very important. If they are having some other interest, we have to be guide based on collecting the data by using interest inventories also. And another one is questionnaire. So this a question is also you are using for survey to collect the data with related to the different subjects in B.Ed. You are already familiar with how to prepare a questionnaire with regarding to particular aspect. You are going to collect the information and facts. So these are the different types of questionnaires we are going to discuss. Through that you can also collect it. Questionnaire is nothing but a huge collection of questions with the different formats. So that particular questionnaire you are going to use and collect the data, and you can provide in a group also, and also for individually you can collect the data. Also you can give the information or guidance and counseling to the individual. Another one is anecdotal record. This is anecdotes with related to the particular situation, how the child is behaving. Along with the time, we have to record all those things. If the class teacher doing well, so whenever it is necessary, we can use. This is one of the very good source of information about an individual. Next one, it is autobiography. So this is you can help the child to write their autobiographies, or so what they can do. So it is very tough. Some very simple headings and we can give. So what are the aspects they are going to cover with related to their previous class experiences, so that they can write. So through that you can find out their interest, so many other things. Next one, it is observation. Very cheapest technique, I think I'm telling. So the teacher can become very sensitive in the school, so that they can observe each and every child in a different circumstances. Based on that they can collect wonderful resources and facts about a student. Based on that they can give a uh, provide a relevant guidance as well as counseling also. So based on all those things, so many are there. So for your B.Ed syllabus, these are the few important things you can go in detail also. So and also related to that, very important, after knowing the wide varieties of tools and techniques in guidance and counseling, so the one must has to be use relevant tool and technique to collect the data. No need of using all the things. So what type of the guidance you are going to provide and why it is important, based on that you can use appropriate tool and a technique and collect the data, and you can provide a relevant guidance. For this, these are the skills you have to develop after knowing the concepts of all those things. Selection of tests for placement in educational and professional institutions. Next is Unit 4. So under this unit, very important is that career guidance in secondary schools. At the secondary school, 10 at the 10th standard as well as plus 2 level, you can also consider secondary schools. So career is very important. After finishing their 10th, after finishing their plus 2 level, so 12th standard, so which career they are going to select. Keeping in that, we have to discuss all these concepts. Career awareness skills, career information, this is very important, information, career decision making skills. They have to take their own decisions. So which are the career, or in which career they wanted to move on that. For that purpose, what are the things they have to keep in their mind? Their strengths, their interest and abilities, the aptitude what they are having that to deal with that particular career, all those things, so that they can take their own decision. Selection of the school subjects, future training course and future career also, based on all those things. So this is also very important nowadays, because most of the students, what they are thinking, if their neighboring friends, their relatives, they are taking some of the courses after finishing 10th, and also they are also joining, even though they are doesn't have that type of aptitude, or they are not interested also sometimes, and sometimes they might not be have aware of all those things also. This is one of the reason they are going to join. So this is very important at the early stage. If they are going to aware of all those things, they can make their own good decision while selecting the good career, for it's going to be helpful. They can become excel in that field also. So with related to this career, how we are going to be provide career guidance, that is also very important thing. How we are going to provide career, with the different modes we can provide by using career bulletin, career corner, and career confidence. So many career talk, so many other, a career exhibition, all those things we can use while providing the career guidance. We can discuss one by one in upcoming videos. Under the Unit 5, Guidance and Counseling for Children with Special Needs. This is also very important. So, to whom guidance it is required? So, when we are thinking the problematic students, not like that. Problematic, the students or a person, if he is having any problem, so we have to provide guidance and it's not like that, because of it is a competitive world, it is a filled with so competitions, and every walk of life we are moving in such a fast way, and availability of the course skills and so many other things. So because of science and technology, it's moving so fast. In this era, every walk of life everyone needs. But under this unit, we are dealing only with the special needs, the children with special needs. So with related to that, meaning, definition, and characteristics of exceptional children. So under that, gifted children we are going to discuss. Gifted children are those, so they are having the IQ is more than 120. So those children's characteristics different. That's why how we can deal with such students, how we are helping, because these are nothing but human resources to the country. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗೆ, ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ದಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಅವರ ಇನ್ಬೋರ್ನ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿನನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ so that we can nurture their talents also. Next, 5.2, under that, children with disabilities. Other disabilities, exceptionality can be so above average and below average also we can consider. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೇಬಲ್ ಇರೋವಂಥ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಸೇಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರೋವಂಥ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಅದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು provide a proper guidance to them also to overcome even though if their disabilities are there. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋವಂಥವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ರಾದರ್ ದೆನ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಸಚ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸನ್ನು, ಅವರ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟೀಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಎ ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮಿಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ದೋ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸೇಬಲ್, ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಹೌ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದೇರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್. ಇನ್ಫೀರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. And these are the 5 units, the guidance and counseling subject it is having. So ಇದನ್ನು ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯು ನೋ ಆಲ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಎ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ so many other things. School based counselor visit interviews ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕಾಲೇಜ್, ಯು ನೋ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಥಿಯರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡನ್ನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಸೆಮಿನಾರನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಐ ಎ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇವೆರಡೂ ಕೂಡ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 1 ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮ್, ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪೇಪರ್ 80 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೊ ಇದು 80 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? ಸೊ ವೈ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ? 5 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಏನೇನು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಏನಿದೆ ಈ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡೀಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟು ಅಸೆಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಟೀಚರ್, so you must assess the strengths and learning difficulties. It is very important. So in which subjects they are having strengths, and if they are having some learning difficulties, so you have to guide properly, or you have to counsel properly to the students so that they can overcome those learning difficulties and improve their academic efficiency. So another one objective is that to help students in selecting their subject for future study. This is very important. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತುಂಬ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡೋದು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಏನಂತ ಅನ್ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅವಾಯ್ಡೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಇಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಫೈನ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಬ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೇ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಶ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ದೆಮ್ ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಇದು 10th ಆದಮೇಲೆ PU ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ಕೊಡು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ನೌಡೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್. ಪ್ಲೆಂಟಿ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ ಆ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಜಾಬ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಜೆನ್ವಿನ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡು ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೇಜರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೀಲ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್. ಆಸ್ ಅ ಟೀಚರ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದೀಸ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. Next objective, to collect the data using various tools like case study, achievement test, etc. I already told in the unit 3 we are going to discuss in detail about then how to collect the information about each and every individual so that you can provide proper guidance to the students. Another objective is that to understand and apply the techniques of guidance and counseling. Different methods are there, different techniques are there, different ways are there, how you are going to use appropriately. So that you have to understand clearly and you have to use it appropriately. That is also one of the objective of this particular subject, guidance and counseling. I hope all of you familiar with the optional subject guidance and counseling. It consists of 5 units and with ಥಿಯರಿ ಪೇಪರ್ 80 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮ್, ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂನಿಟ್ 1 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳೋದು ಮರೆತೆ, ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ನವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ತೊಂದರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನವರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಮ್ಸು ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ಸು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಆ ಲೀಸ್ಟನ್ನು ತರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.